Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys an updated workout for Pick 3 Mississippi. I wanted to share with you guys something very special with the 317 rundowns with Mississippi, and a key digit number that you guys may want to pay attention, especially when they're connected to some type of triple or false triple. And there are few ways to look at triples and false triples that people may overlook, so I want to share that with you as well. So we're going to backtrack into October 23rd midday. There was a hit of 677. Okay, so we're again using the 317 rundown. How we put these rundowns together, we're simply going to add each of these numbers down the columns. Okay, make sure y'all can see that that's a 6. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with the first column. All right, the first column we're going to add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. When you get to your 2-digit numbers, only use your 1s plus your 2. Okay, 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Just use your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Use your 0. Okay, 0 plus 3 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6. You know that you did it right. The number you start with should be the number you end with. And then you would add on 1 down the second column, 7 down the third column. Okay? So once we have everything put together, I want you guys to make sure that you pay attention to triples. Sometimes triples can be in a V shape, like you see this 994, 449. This is actually a false triple. We'll talk about mirror numbers in a few minutes anyway. And then there's what I call a wing out. Like you got your 999, 444. They're kind of like slanted. They can go up, down, and they can go from either side. Okay, so your wing outs, you have your V shapes, you may have slanted triples, and sometimes triples going straight across. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to them. All right. So what are mirror numbers? Because you see here there's a 994 and a 449. Some people would totally miss that because they don't believe in the mirror numbers, and that's totally up to you, but they could be helpful in this instance. Okay, so 9 and 4, for instance, they're the same number, they're opposite. It's almost like saying 999. You can actually switch that out, maybe even a 444. Okay, they're the same number, they're just opposite. Okay, so mirror numbers goes as follows. 0 could be a 5, or 5 could be a 0. 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1. 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. 3 could be an 8, 8 could be a 3. 4 can be a 9, and a 9 can be a 4. Okay, so here we have these V shapes. And you're going to want to look at your rundowns to first compare, because they're not going to be on every rundown. You're not going to see these every day. And then when you see these, it doesn't mean that it's going to play the next day. You may want to keep them on hand for a few days. Okay? All right, so watch this. So we have here a 984 that goes straight across. We have a 291. Now what I'm noticing is the hit that's more likely coming, they're not connected to the doubles or the mirrors. Okay, they're kind of waiting for the single digit, like 984. That could be probable if you wanted to use that, but I noticed when it's using the single 1 digit of either the 9 or the 4, those are more likely coming out. But don't take my word for that. Make sure you backtrack for yourself, and from this day forward, keep your eye on what's going on. So when you see this, play on paper first. Don't just go spend your money. See if this is still hot. Okay, something about the number 9 and 4, which is another thing I wanted to talk about, key digit numbers. And key digit numbers can mean something different for different states. But you notice how some people will say, hey, when you look around your 0s and 5s, you see hits, right? Some states use 2s and 7s. I know Florida likes that a lot. Hint, hint. And I notice other states like to use 4 and 9. North Carolina is another state as well that likes to use 4s and 9s sometimes, depending on what you're using. So I noticed with 9s and 4s, not only around your triples or false triples, whether they're V-shape, wing out, they're coming, they like the key digits of 4s and 9s. I'm like, wow, that's something that really stuck out. So going back to this, 984 could be an option if you think that will hit. Anything connected to it running straight across. 291, that would be something I would definitely look at. 439 could be something, and then 746, and again, because it's not connected to the double or mirror of that 4-9, I would use the single digit. Again, play around with that because they may start changing things, okay? Well, guess what? Just looking at this, 746 came October 27th midday. I know it took a few days. I gotcha. I did not say this was quick, fast, and in a hurry, but it did come out exact. Okay, so you literally could have just held on to those two numbers, the 291 and 746, for a few days and stomped on them. Okay, I was trying to line everything up with a date sum number. Sometimes the indicators are there, sometimes they're not, so we have to be just really cautious about that. But my thing is just hold on, because I've said, oh yeah, this will play on this particular date, and it didn't. And you know, date some numbers are okay sometimes, but like I said, sometimes I'm learning, like them old school players, they just hold on to the numbers for a couple days. So that may be something you may want to consider. Okay, but again, so what did we do? We found, first of all, your key digit, your 9s and 4s. They can always change that. I look for some form of triples. Sometimes they're V-shaped, sometimes they'll be in a wing out. They may be running across. They may even be slanted. So pay attention, because they'll vary. Are these going to come every day? No. Are they going to come every draw? No. The next step, what did we look for? We just look for anything that was connected to that key digit number within the V shape. 984 could be a possibility. 291. 439 could have been a possibility. 746. What actually came out a few days later? 746. Yeah. You guys have another one that I don't even have listed here, and when you're backtracking, you'll see it too. Okay, and it'll be a mixture. It'll be a false trip with a wing out. So make sure you guys go back and look at that. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead, mosey on down to October 25th midday. The hit was 075. Again, we're looking for a key digit possibly of 9s or 4s, and some type of where the triples or false triples are connected. This is our wing out now. This is what I call wing out. Sometimes they'll wing out down or wing above. Sometimes they'll be on the left side winging up or down. Okay, so just pay attention to that. All right, so I would do the same thing. Anything that's connected to those 9s and that triple, I would pay attention to. So 699 I would write down. 906, and I would star that one. Okay, because it's not connected to the doubles, unless you think it could hit. Totally up to you. I would also write down 144, and then 451 I would star as well. Okay, well, what actually hit October 26th evening? 690 coming straight across. Nice, right? I love it. I love it. So Mississippi, I hope these hot tips are helpful. Again, there was another one. I'm just trying to keep it with 2 examples so we don't confuse anybody. We don't put too much out there, but hopefully this will be helping you guys out there. Key digits are nothing to play with. Triples, I cannot stress this enough. I'm all about looking for a form of triples, because hits can literally be coming right around those areas. So I hope that you guys will start paying attention when I tell you that. Well, if you like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. I definitely appreciate that. Feel free to share with your friends and family if you think, hey, they could use the workout advice. And also make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in that membership. The link will be in the description box. All right, guys, I appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys on the next video.